In this fast-paced world, we often find ourselves overwhelmed by expectations, stress, and the constant pursuit of success. It's as if we're running a marathon with no finish line in sight, grappling with the relentless demands of work, the pressures of societal norms, and the daunting shadows of uncertainty. But what if I told you there's an ancient philosophy that offers a refreshing perspective to navigate this chaotic modern life? Enter Stoicism, a school of thought born in the vibrant streets of Athens over 2,000 years ago. Stoicism isn't just a dusty relic of the past. It's a practical toolkit for life, brimming with lessons that are profoundly relevant to our modern-day dilemmas. Stoicism teaches us the art of emotional resilience. It encourages us to focus on what's within our control and let go of what isn't. Imagine how liberating it would feel to stop worrying about the unpredictable future, the unchangeable past, or the opinions of others, things we often have little to no control over. This philosophy also champions the virtue of acceptance. Life is a mixed bag of joys and sorrows, triumphs and trials. Stoicism encourages us to accept this reality, not with resignation, but with a calm understanding that it is the very nature of existence. This acceptance frees us from the shackles of unrealistic expectations and equips us to deal with life's ups and downs with equanimity. Moreover, Stoicism promotes resilience. It doesn't sugarcoat life's challenges, but instead it prepares us to face them head-on, to endure hardships with grace, and to emerge stronger on the other side. So, simmer down the chaos, take a deep breath, and prepare to dive into a world of wisdom that's as old as it is insightful. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, holds the keys to overcoming modern dilemmas. Let's delve into the lives of 3 Stoic philosophers who exemplified these principles. Their stories are not just tales from the past, but a roadmap to a more serene, resilient, and fulfilled life. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, was also a Stoic philosopher who lived by the principles he preached. This is a man who, despite being the most powerful individual in the known world, never allowed himself to be swayed by the intoxication of power. He was a paragon of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, virtues he nurtured through his devotion to Stoicism. Let's delve into the life of this Stoic emperor. Marcus Aurelius was born into a prominent Roman family, and at the tender age of 17, he was adopted by the then Emperor Antoninus Pius. From an early age, he was exposed to the harsh realities of power and the weight of responsibility. Yet despite these pressures, he managed to retain a calm and composed demeanor, a testament to his Stoic beliefs. Marcus Aurelius was an avid student of Stoicism, a philosophy he discovered in his youth. He found solace and guidance in its teachings, which became his guiding principles. His life was a living testament to the virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Whether he was dealing with the affairs of the state, managing personal relationships, or facing the challenges of life, he always sought to respond with understanding, fairness, bravery, and restraint. In his book Meditations, a collection of personal reflections, we see the profound depths of his Stoic philosophy. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, he wrote. This quote encapsulates his belief in the power of the mind to shape our reactions to external events, a core tenet of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius's life is a powerful demonstration of Stoicism in action. He was a man who, despite being an emperor, never let his position define him. Instead, he defined himself through his actions, his virtues, and his adherence to Stoic principles. Marcus Aurelius, in the midst of his imperial duties, found serenity in Stoic wisdom, demonstrating that it is not our circumstances but our responses that define us. His life serves as a vivid reminder that irrespective of our status or situation, we can all find peace and strength within ourselves through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Seneca, a wealthy statesman yet a Stoic philosopher, offers another perspective on Stoic wisdom. Seneca, born into affluence, was a man who walked the corridors of power. He was a statesman, a playwright, and a tutor to an emperor. Yet, he was also a Stoic philosopher, a seeming contradiction that made him an intriguing figure in the annals of Stoicism. Despite his wealth and political influence, Seneca was a staunch believer in the Stoic tenet of indifference to external circumstances. He held the view that while he might possess wealth, he was not possessed by it. He once wrote, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool." For Seneca, it was not about having wealth, but how one related to it. He saw wealth not as a source of happiness, but as a tool that could be used wisely or foolishly. Seneca's Stoic philosophy also encompassed the idea that true happiness does not depend on external circumstances, but arises from within. He wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This was a man who, despite being surrounded by opulence and power, understood that these were fleeting and ultimately inconsequential in the pursuit of a good and virtuous life. In his letters, Seneca often shared his thoughts on wealth and happiness. He advised, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This is a profound reminder that contentment comes not from amassing possessions, but from cultivating an inner sense of peace and satisfaction. Seneca's life serves as a testament to the Stoic belief that we can remain unaffected by our external circumstances. His ability to balance his wealth and influence with his Stoic beliefs demonstrates that it is not what we have, but how we relate to what we have that truly matters. Seneca's unique blend of wealth and Stoicism illustrates that external possessions do not dictate our inner peace. Epictetus, a former slave, became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers. Born into bondage, Epictetus was a living testament to the transformative power of Stoic philosophy. Despite his early life marred by hardship and servitude, he ascended from the depths of slavery to the heights of philosophical renown. His life journey was a glorious embodiment of the Stoic principle of endurance, demonstrating that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can thrive. Epictetus's teachings revolved around the core Stoic principle of control. He firmly believed that while we may not have power over external events, we always retain control over our reactions and attitudes. This belief was a beacon of hope during his years of enslavement, illuminating his path towards inner freedom. In his discourses, he famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote encapsulates his philosophy, urging us to understand that we are not victims of circumstance, but masters of our responses. His teachings also emphasized the importance of enduring hardships with grace. He believed that challenges were not obstacles, but opportunities to grow. To quote Epictetus, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." This perspective reframes the narrative around adversity, transforming it from a source of despair into a catalyst for self-discovery and growth. Epictetus's life and teachings serve as a poignant reminder that true freedom is not a product of external circumstances, but a state of mind. Even as a slave, he was free in his thoughts, attitudes, and reactions. His philosophy reminds us that we too can cultivate this inner freedom, regardless of the challenges we face. By embracing the Stoic principles of endurance and control, we can navigate life's ups and downs with resilience, maintaining our tranquility amidst chaos. Epictetus's story is a testament to the power of Stoic philosophy, demonstrating that even in the most dire of circumstances we can find peace, strength, and freedom. Epictetus, once a slave, teaches us that true freedom comes from within, echoing the core Stoic principle of internal control. These three philosophers, each from different walks of life, found wisdom in Stoicism. From the emperor's throne to the bustling marketplace, from the chains of slavery to the corridors of power, the teachings of Stoicism have echoed through the ages, offering a timeless guide to navigating life's tumultuous seas. Marcus Aurelius, a leader of men, found strength in Stoic resilience. Seneca, the wealthy statesman, discovered emotional control amidst the chaos of power. And Epictetus, the slave who became a philosopher, exemplified clarity of thought, even when burdened by the heaviest chains. These are not just tales from the distant past. These are lessons for every one of us here and now. Stoic principles, resilience, emotional control, and clarity of thought are not mere philosophical musings. They are pragmatic tools as relevant today as they were 2,000 years ago. Consider resilience. In a world of constant change, where uncertainty is the only certainty, resilience is our shield. It enables us to weather the storms of life, to stand tall amidst the whirlwinds of change. Emotional control, likewise, is crucial. It allows us to navigate the turbulent waters of our feelings, to stay composed in the face of adversity, to choose our reactions rather than being controlled by them. And what about clarity of thought? In a world awash with information and misinformation, clarity of thought is our compass. It helps us discern truth from falsehood, to make wise decisions, to chart our course with confidence. So how can we apply these principles in our daily lives? It starts with awareness. Recognize the moments when you're tested, when you can choose to respond with resilience, emotional control, and clarity of thought. Practice these principles day by day, moment by moment. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Embrace Stoicism, and you too can cultivate resilience, emotional control, and clarity of thought, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth.